Hello everyone, this is probably the latest favorites episode that I will ever post, but I did want to make sure that I really filmed and uploaded this video because there are a lot of products that in the meantime that I have been loving since I was gone for 2 weeks, you know. First of all, let's start with the Saint-Tropez Bronzing Mousse, and I purchased this at Sephora. This is the best self-tanner, and I like it because it doesn't stink like other self-tanners do. It doesn't take as long as gradual self-tanning lotions, but anyway, this is a must-have for me, and it's a very natural color, even on very fair skin. But the problem with this is that when you put it on with your hands, it stains your hands orange, and that's why this $5 mitt, this is probably the best $5 self-tanning investment that you can make, because it really spreads on the color evenly, and you can layer up without staining your hands further. So this is also $5 at Sephora, and I guarantee you this will make your life significantly easier. You would think for $5 for such a cheesy little thing, why would you even bother? But it really does help. So I am mostly very pale in my stomach, you know. By the way, these bruises are from weightlifting, so ignore them. But going back to the tanning mitt, it's super easy to wash. After you use it, you just dip it in warm water and use a little bit of mild soap. I just use hand soap and then just spread it around. It does stain, but who's really gonna see this, right? So I just get around my belly and my neck area and my back where I'm really pale, my legs, and then I even out my legs a little bit. My arms are always the darkest part of my body, like most people's. So that's that. And then I have these CVS Nighttime Makeup Remover Cleansing Cloths, and these are my favorite. Not only are they probably the cheapest that I've used, but they're the best. They smell really nice. They smell just like the Pond's version, except maybe the Pond's is a little less fragrant. So if you're sensitive to smells, then you might want to stick with the Pond's, but then again, you probably would avoid the nighttime scented versions anyway. I honestly like these because the cloth is really dense, and these are thick, but they're still plush. I don't want to pull one out because even though I am going to remove my makeup, I don't want it to dry up before I actually get to use it. I used to love the Pond's before they reformulated it. Now it's a really thin but very quilted pattern, and it just doesn't feel as soft against my skin. This is more, the CVS one is more like the Neutrogena where it's just a flat sheet, but this even removes waterproof makeup, and I always wear waterproof mascara, so that really helps, and I just really think that they're the most effective ones. And since I'm on the drugstore products, I'll go ahead and do those first. Another one that I've been loving, this is from Target. This is the Boots Nectarine Body Butter, and I use this almost every night. As you guys know, I really like the Vaseline Aloe Lotion, but my skin's been feeling a little dry, so I've been using this all over my body, and the scent is nice and light. It does smell like nectarines, but it dries down to more of a soft vanilla, so I love it. And it's just really, really moisturizing, but it dries down pretty quickly. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it, and that's how much I love it. It's $10, and it's totally worth the money. And now for one of my misses of the month. This is the Revlon Lash Precision Lash Adhesive, and as much as this is really effective and totally works for me, I hate how gummy and nasty the packaging becomes, and I can't carry it around with me anywhere because the glue gets all over everything. Even once it's dry, it just sticks to everything. So if they could change the packaging, then I'd actually like it. But the second bottle that I purchased of this, once this one became disgusting, it smells really badly. It's strongly of paint thinner. So I've been going back to my very trusty Duo Dark Tone glue, and that works for me. My last product from the drugstore is also a miss. A lot of people were telling me how much they like the Maybelline Master Drama Midnight Master. It's the darkest black pencil eyeliner. I was trying to find a pencil eyeliner that I really love from the drugstore, and this is the one that I chose to try because it's one of the newest, and this one smudges all over the place. I think that's self-explanatory, right? So I want a pencil that doesn't move, and I've tried the Milani Liquify, and that's the best so far from the drugstore, but this is definitely not even close to that, so no for this. But speaking of eyeliners that do work, as you guys know, I've been really into fitness. I've been going to the gym a lot. Sweat is my new best friend, but that means that I can not wear too much makeup, or at least makeup that will run, and that's why I've been wearing MAC Black Track Fluid Line. And when I choose to wear this one, I'll use my Sigma angled brush. This is a super old one, but the Sigma angled ones work really well for me, at least when it comes to the fluid line. It prevents a lot of streaking when I'm applying the gel liner. So this brush, which does have a new name, it's like E something, E with a number, but I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. And this works really well with the black track. So I do like this a lot, but even better than the black track is the MAC Liquid Lash Liner. And my friend Jackie of Miss Jackie Chu swears by this one. This formula is a little thicker. It reminds me a little bit of the Milani waterproof version too, but the Milani one, for some reason, every time I buy that, it's super goopy and thick. Like it's a really old product that's been sitting on the shelf for a long time. But this one, on the other hand, is pretty smooth. It's compared to the Milani. It's still thick. It's definitely not as easy to use as the black track, especially if you are just starting out with liquid liner, but this thing does not budge. And in fact, I have to soak my eyeball with Lancome's Bifacil eye makeup remover, and then only then will it come off. With just regular face wash, don't even try it. You'll have to scrub your eyes, and that's not good because you're losing the collagen and you'll get wrinkles that way. But at least when it comes to liner, as much as I love my Lancome liquid eyeliner, and that will always be my favorite because of ease of use, this also has a glossy finish like the art liner. This is truly budge proof, and I haven't worn it in the ocean, but I'm assuming it will hold up still. And speaking of, you know, the gym and all that, I have an obsession with Lululemon. Any of you guys know, if you are into yoga, Pilates, or if you're just a gym junkie, then Lululemon, for girls anyway, is your best friend because they make the best workout gear. It's really expensive, but their stuff holds up in the wash so well, and their Luxe Extreme fabric is my favorite. But when it comes to base, for example, socks, right? I used to wear Nike compression socks, but they still slip and fall down, and sometimes they're a little tight around the arches, but these women's Ultimate No-Show running sock from Lululemon are the best, and they actually fit my feet because these are sized for 5 to 7, and I wear anywhere from a 5 in Sam Edelman to a 6.5 in certain Nikes, but these are truly, they don't slip at all. Even when my feet do tend to get really sweaty, these still don't slip off my feet, and that's what I love about them. They are pretty expensive. They're $14 a pair, but I totally think they're worth it, and they're really thick and plush, and they again hold up well in the wash. So I highly recommend these. I have a couple pairs now, or several pairs. And I recently discovered the Lululemon Groovy Thong. And as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Hanky Panky. Hanky Panky is the most comfortable underwear that I have ever tried. They do stretch out a little bit if you don't take care of them, but they have petite sizing now, and that really helps. But this Groovy Thong is so much better because it doesn't show the lace outline when I wear Luxe Extreme capris or pants. And lace underneath that kind of showy fabric is not a good idea. It's also very uncomfortable because the pants are compressions, so they show everything. And they do have a lace version, and I think the Lulu version is also really nice because there's a lot of stretch. It's just that I don't like lines, and the Groovy Thong, here, I'll pull it out of the packaging so you can see. I know it's a little strange to show underwear and people think that's really awkward, but you know, sometimes people need to know this kind of information so that, you know, you don't have to go looking for it yourself. I just bought the black ones because most of my pants are black, but it kind of reminds me of Victoria's Secret versions, except these are the ultra sporty ones, and I wear a size small. I wear a 4 to 2 in everything in Lululemon, and they work perfectly. They're super comfortable. I don't even feel like I have them on, so I highly recommend these Lulu Basics. And now for some more makeup, I have been loving the Bella Bamba Benefit Blush. This is one of their boxed blushes, and this is actually a very sparkly 3D effect blush, and I've been using the brush that comes with it. I really do like it. It's nice and soft, but this one is super watermelon pink and very, very sparkly. So I usually use it in conjunction with a bronzer, a matte one, just to reduce the impact of the sparkle. And I'm not wearing it today, but I usually put it right along the tops of the cheekbones just to give a little bit of highlight as well as a blush effect. And this is my favorite Benefit boxed blush when I'm this dark. So right now I'm probably anywhere from NC 35 to maybe pushing even 40, I think more 35 though. So I haven't used a MAC foundation in a long time. Now for one of my face products, I'm still using the Lancome Teint Idole 24-hour foundation. I love it. I had to pick the next warm color and mix with 250 Bisque, which was what I was using before I got this dark. And my concealer of choice these days has been number 3 Fawn in the Tom Ford Traceless Foundation Stick. And this is probably the best under eye concealer that I've used in a long time because it doesn't budge. It really covers a lot of the redness and some of my freckles, like my dark spots around my cheeks, and it just covers really well without moving. And I hate creasing, I hate concealer that moves, so this has been really great. I don't recommend this for all over the face though because it doesn't dry down well. Right here, if you use it just underneath the eye section, it doesn't feel like anything though. So that's why I love this so much, and I totally think it's worth the investment. And last but not least, I showed another Urban Decay palette last month, but I recently added some more and switched things around. So this is what I consider my personally designed naked palette. And this works so much better for me because I love matte eyeshadows, especially neutral ones. So these eyeshadows, these 6 eyeshadows that I purchased work well with everything. So let's get started and I'll tell you the names. This is Walk of Shame, and this one comes with every palette that you purchase for free. This one right here is ABC Gum, which I use usually all over the lid. And this one is Naked, which I tend to use as a transitional color between my eyeshadow and my brow bone. And this one is Tease, which I use as a contour color. And this is one of my favorites, Secret Service, which I had never tried before. I use that in the crease as well, or on my lower lid if I want a gradated eye look. And last but not least is a Plain Black, which is Blackout. This one has a little bit more fallout than I wanted or had hoped, but it still is a great black eyeshadow, and it's still darker and deeper than other blacks that I have tried. And last but not least, I have some jewelry to show you. As you guys know, my Phosphor giveaway ended, but the coupon code RAE30 is going to be reactivated in case any of you wanted to purchase this watch with $30 off. Every time I wear this, I get asked questions about it. It's just super cool, and the Swarovski crystals, of course, attract all women. We all like sparkly things, right? So I really do love this, and I've been wearing it a lot. But I've also been loving my new Michael Kors watch, and I really like this because it doesn't have that transitional bridge there. A lot of watches tend to have this little piece that connects the band with the watch, with the face of the watch, and I just like that it's different and it doesn't have that. It has more of an old school feel, plus it has the rhinestones just at the edges and not all over the face. So I've been wearing this one a lot too, and I've been pairing the watch with this Stella and Dot bracelet. My friend Wendy of Wendy's Lookbook wears these a lot, and they have it in silver as well, but it's just so cute. There's just a little bit of rhinestone bling, and the spikes are still feminine. It's still a really dainty bracelet, and it's super stretchy, but it's still small enough to fit my little wrist. So I highly recommend you guys check out Stella and Dot Jewelry and Phosphor. We will be holding some sort of Twitter giveaway. It's still in the works right now, but more details to come, so just check out my Twitter. And my makeup's a little, worn because I was working on photos for my blog, which is going to be revamped soon, and there's going to be a lot of cool new stuff going on there, so just keep an eye out on that. I know I've been neglecting the blog as well as my YouTube, so I'm sorry about that, but fitness videos and vlogs will be coming soon. If you have any questions about weightlifting or what I've been doing, feel free to ask and I'll try to get back to you guys. But thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!